What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know we whooping Das, whooping, and Das again, right? Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the whooping is kicking. And I highly appreciate you, man. You guys ready for another Super Norteno? Let me tell you guys, man, Rick didn't know how to act. This is the perfect example of getting a little bit of money when you ain't never had no money. And all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden his whopping went to whopping, right? Telling me that Vato thought he was Barry White. Now, so I had a couple homegirls, and I got to give you guys kind of the backstory on one of the homegirls. So one of my homegirls, and I'm gonna be doing videos on her, right? We used to call her the Dio lover. This was later. We were still active at this time, but this was later because somewhere along the lines, she decided she wasn't gonna be around or with any active homies anymore. Didn't matter if you were north or south or whatever. If you were active in the game, she didn't want you. Because according to her, and I talked to her like, hey, girl, why are you always with the other guys, right? Like, it's not a problem. Be with whoever you want to be with. You're a female. You're a civilian. But why? And she said, I can tell you straight up. I still get the tattoos. I still get that thugging. I still get everything, but I don't get all the drama. I said, does he still beat the hell out of you? She goes, from time to time. I said, well, then he's not fully inactive. That's just what that is, right? Anyways, she had a fine ass sister. And I used to be steady in her sister's earlobe. Now, let me tell you something about her sister, right? Without saying too much, because I don't want the homeboy who I'm still cool with mad at me. But this is just the facts, right? The homeboy gets locked up, active, doing his time, right? And his lady was always in his ear. He calls. She's like, why are you over there? Why are you getting caught up behind the homies? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Meanwhile, she's out there at the parties with all the active homies kicking it. Getting her whopping on, right? Getting her whole whopping whopped out. And I remember I used to see, I got to take this call. I said, oh, it's the homeboy. Tell me, I said, what's up? Right? She's like, I can't. I'm not supposed to be here. So meanwhile, she's over there chilling for the streets, right? Activated, fully activated. She's in that motherfucker like, whopping. Oh, I can tell you whopping a few times. She's over there telling the homeboy, oh, you need to drop out. You need to do this. You need this for your family. Think about your kids. Meanwhile, I don't know where the fuck your kids are at. They're been or drilled up somewhere. What are you doing? Fucking Richueca, right? He ends up doing that shit. Gets off, does what he does, goes to the oil, calls his old lady when he gets out of the hole, like, baby, I did it. And she's like, fuck you, Dio. And that was just the truth. Hey, I remember we were like, you cold-blooded. Anyways, fast forward to wanting to kick it with her, right? So since the homeboy had just dissipated on us and I was still in the mix, I had that mentality like, well, fuck him then, right? I don't care about nothing he ever did. That shit don't count, right? But what does count is what you got right there. That counts like a motherfucker. So she was feeling me lightweight, but not really, but she was down for whatever. Her sister always had a crush on me, but her sister didn't look like how she looked, but she looked she was a little bit more pudgy, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm pudgy, but don't judge me. I won't. So me and Ricky are kicking it, and I'm like, hey, whopping, Rick, you got your social security check? My mom took most of it. I was like, how much do you got? He's like, I got 300. So I said, okay, I got a couple hundred. Let's go hit fucking King what's it called? Fucking Table Mountain. I was about to say King's Table. Hungry, right? Those that remember King's Table, remember that shit hit. That roast beef at the end. So that kid looked like Britney Spears up there. Anyways, Arby's. I'm like, let's go to fucking Table Mountain. He's like, whopping, let's go. So at that time, you didn't have to be 21 to go to Table Mountain. You had to be 21 to play the games. Now, one of my homegirls was 19. The other one was 20. I was 21. Rick was a little bit younger. But it's like, hey, you can slide in, bro. Just don't say nothing, right? So this is what happens. We go and immediately Rick is in love with the homegirl, the one that I want, not the other sister, right? And she's like, oh, you got to buy us drinks. And so he goes in like, whooping, where do they have the drinks? Where do they have the drinks? I'm like, calm down, bro. We're going to gamble. I was a gambling fiend back then. I was like, we're going to use our money. We're going to double it up. Then we're going to kick it with the homegirls, right? We're seeing homeboys there from Fresno. We're seeing homeboys there from Madera. Like, there's always a gang of Northerners there. There used to be at the old Table Mountain. This is the old school one, right? Now they got a new casino, Table Mountain. So we're winning back and forth, losing this, whatever. We're getting drinks. We're having a good time, right? And Ricky starts trying to talk to the homegirl. And she's looking at me like, fool, get this fucking psychotic individual away from me. He's like, whooping it, remember what? Look at happened. Like, he's fucking talking fast. And she was like, I don't care about CYA or prison or none of that, right? So I'm like, hey, Rick, that's me, fool. Talk to the fat sister, right? He's like, whooping, I already got a fat one. I got Sheila. I said, well, look it. I'm sorry, bro, but that's just how the chicken got plucked, Tommy. That's just how it works out for you. Just whopping over there, right? So he goes over there with the homegirl, and all of a sudden, so I have him. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm macking at this girl, like, what's up? Let's go have a drink. We're having a drink. I'm up like 400. So I'm cool, right? All of a sudden, I hear Ricky, whooping! Northy gang! I'm like, what? He had given that chick $100. He told her to put it in a machine. She put it in a machine, and they're screaming at me to come running over there, right? I go over there. I sit down like, what's up? They hit a jackpot, right? They hit a jackpot for over 4 racks. So I'm like, oh, shit. Now, they can't claim it. They're not old enough, but I am. So I'm like, oh, shit, we're on. We're fucking on. Ricky's like, whooping, that was my 100. I'm on. I'm like, you're going to do me like that? He said, I'll give you $100. I said, what? Ricky ain't it. He's trying to show off for both these chicks. Now he's looking at the other chick, and I ain't even going to lie. All of a sudden, her eyes changed. She shifted from my pipa to his money. So I get cashed out, man. I take my 100 off the top. I'm like, you're scandalous, but I already know, man. I'm gonna work this motherfucker for $1,000. That's right off the tip top, right? So we're walking around. This dude is tricking off these chicks, just bam, 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 bam. Well, what happens is he's down like 1,000 off drinks and just giving them money so they can play. And they're not even old enough to get a jackpot if they win. And I'm just looking around like, damn, man, I wish security would just come over and ask them for their IDs around this motherfucker. Fuck them, right? So I'm feeling all miserable, right? The homegirls come back. They're like, hey, what's up, man? Your cousin's cool. And they're all on him now. He's like, whooping, I can't help it. I look like Brad Pitt. I said, you don't look like Brad Pitt. You look like Hortatis. Come on, man. I said, let's go, guys. They're like, no, we're having fun. I'm like, man, I'm miserable. So I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. I'm losing now. I'm down like 300. What's happening here? It started off a good night where I thought I was A1 from day one, and I find out I'm not the day oneer like I thought I was. They're all over there on Rick just because he has a few thou-wow, right? So Ricky pulls me to the side. Whooping, I want to kick it with these girls at a motel. I said, nah, let's just go back to your pet. Sheila's there. I don't give a fuck. That has nothing to do with me. Let's go to your house. My girl's there. I can't do that, right? He's like, whooping, why do we cheat? I said, I haven't touched her yet. You know what I'm saying? You're over there one kissing all on her neck and shit, and she just keeps pulling away, and you keep handing her hundreds. You're tricking, bro, right? So he's like, whooping, let's go. Come on, primo, come on. So I'm like, all right, you're going to give me some more money? Give me like 500. Whooping, I got you, right? So now he went from 4,000 to like 1,100. His shit is going down, but I ain't tripping, so I'm gambling still and shit, whatever. We're still there. So the homegirl, the fat one, comes up to me. She was like, hey, your primo don't like me, huh? I'm like, no one does. But what happened? She was like, nah, he's like all into my sister. She goes, oh, you guys always want my sister. I said, look, I'm going to be real with you, girl. She's pretty, right? You know what I mean? It's pretty obvious. Anyways, we can all kick it though. I said, girl, she was like, I've always liked you. I said, I know. I could tell. I could tell that one time when you grabbed my chorna, I could tell, right? Remember when I moved away real quick? Sasuke, your grip is firm. I'll just say that. It's firm, but it's tough too. It's built for tough. So as we're having this conversation, her sister comes up. She's like, hey, let's go to the bathroom. Now, I've been in prisons. I kind of know what's up. I could tell by eye movement, by twitching, by what's going on. Something ain't right. So she's like, let's go to the bathroom. Hurry up, right? So immediately I'm like, did my primo overstep his boundaries? Did Ricky go from Rick to Rick? Right? No, hell no. So they go to the bathroom. So I'm like, what happened? Nothing happened. Whoopin', what do you mean? He's over there gambling. He don't even know what he's pressing. He's betting a penny. Whoopin', look at him winning. Bro, you just won 72 cents. That's pretty good for a penny, right? So I'm like, hey, you guys can't even be on these games like this, bro. You know you guys going to get us jammed up. He's like, Whoopin', I don't give a fuck. You just get the money for me. I said, no, I ain't doing that. They're hitting me for tax purposes. I'm cool. Look, what happened? What'd you tell her? Whoopin', she said she's down to go to the motel with us. I said, for reals? So I'm thinking double up, the double bubble. Right? The double bubble. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, we're winning. We're going to fucking win. The wind's blowing. We're actually going to win. Well, what had happened was, and this is where shit got tricky, right? It's like we can never win, man. My family is like, we're there and then we're over there, right? We could just never just come up and just be happy. Don't worry, be happy. No, we just got to worry because we're never happy. So I'm like, what? Hey, so you told her something, bro. They were looking real. Well, what happened was there were some northerners from Madera, right? That I guess the homegirl that I wanted, that used to be with my homeboy that turned him out, made him fucking stop gaming. She used to be with that dude. So she sees them. So they slide over there with them and they're laughing, having a good time. And I guess these dudes are inviting him to kick it with them. Like, stay with us. Fuck them dudes. Well, then fuck them dudes ain't gonna work with me and Rick. See, fuck them dudes just doesn't, it's not in our vocabulary. Fuck them dudes. We don't do fuck them dudes. Especially when we're the dudes that you're trying to fuck. We don't do that. We never drank Bud Light. Okay, we're not involved in that. So I see him and I'm like, hey, what's up, fool? Let's go, right? These are the homegirls, like from the neighborhood. Like, I want at least the fat one to come with me. Let's go, right? So we walk over there, and now Ricky's on straight stunner shade mode. Whooping! He got his sunglasses on. His Mongolian's all frizzed out. He done took it out. It's all puffed out. That motherfucker thinks because he's got money now, he don't know how to act. That feels like a baller, okay, with fucking $1,100 in his pocket. And so he's mobbing over there, and I'm mobbing. Ricky's walking. I can slowly see his arms start to go up as he walks. In slow motion like that, right? Whooping! Right? So the dudes are like, what's up, Bandit? What's up, homie? Where you bought this from? Merced, dead end. Ghosteen! One man gang! What's up, whooping? Right? So they're like, active Norteno. They're like, oh, what's up, Madera? This, and that, right? Oh, what's up? We're from the north side. All right, cool, bro. Cool. And I tell the homegirls, hey, look, we're going to jam. Let's go. We're going to go fucking hit up Chichansi. It was another casino. It's down the street, right? It's like 30 minutes away. I'm like, we're going to go over there. We weren't even going to go over there. I was just trying to get I was trying to pump them up. We'll go to a better casino because we're in a ghetto-ass casino. It smells like fucking cigarette smoking heroin juice, right? So I'm like, let's go over there for reals. And the fat homegirl's like, hey, let me talk to you. She was like, hey, I think we're going to kick it with them. Like, my sister wants to kick it with them. I said, how are you guys going to get there? They're going as far as Madera. How are you going to make it back to Merced? They said they're going to give us a ride. I said, you're going to do me like that, girl? I thought you wanted that. I was willing to give you that, honey love, give you that. Minus R. Kelly, but I was willing to give it to you. I wasn't going to pee-pee on you. And she was like, no, I don't know, right? So then I turned and Ricky's like, what do you want to do? He's bumping chest with this dude. This other dude's doing the huelga too. They're doing the huelga against each other like that. And then, what's up, Bennett? What's up, whooping? What's up, Bennett? And I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? That's my primo. They're like, hey, homie, your primo's fucking, this is my ex, Holmes. I said, well, yeah, but look, that's everyone's ex. I was trying to make it my next, but I hear you. Let me get at you, bro. Can I get at you then? So I pulled the homeboy to the side. He's like, what's up with your primo, bro? Getting aggressive. I said, nah. He's like, my primo's not all there, bro. He's a J-cat. I said, he said, your primo's over there trying to give me $100 to take that chick. I said, yeah, he don't know how to act. He got money now. We're at the casino. I said, look, bro, do what you got to do. I'm going to tell you right now, bro. I'm lying and shit. I'm like, tatinky. I'm telling you, right? I'm hating like a motherfucker. Tatinky. Shit smells like a fucking PBL. It stinks, right? He's like, serio? He's like, when I was with her, she was bad, bro. I said, I'm like, serio, was she? Right? So he's telling me, giving me the rundown. I'm like, damn, what am I missing out on? So as we're walking out, we all walk out together. We're going by their car. Car's parked way over there. And I'm looking at my homegirl, and I'm just shaking my head like, wait till you get back, bitch. Wait till you get back, the short, fat one, right? Just wait. I'm going to tell everybody that you fucking were giving my money to everyone in Madera. Watch. And they're on half of them are vice-ass homeboys. I'm going to tell them that you're over there just going in the field. Just watch. I got you. You're never going to be allowed at our fucking party again. Ever. And Ricky's like, what? So we're just going to let him take our chicks? I said, nah, but those aren't our chicks, bro. Those are the streets. Let's go, fool. We'll go to Chichansi, fool. You got more money? Let's go over there and gamble and knock some bad ones. He's like, whooping, let's go. So we leave them. Fuck it. We're going to leave them. See you later. Say la vie, B.I. And we smashed at Chichansi. We're there for like an hour, right? And I hit a little fucking $1,000 lick. Well, it's like 900 something, right? So I'm up. And I got more money than Rick does. He's looking at me like, whooping, I just won 4,000. I said, yeah, but you got like 400. So that's how that worked. He's like, give me some money back. I gave you money. I said, yeah, you're tripping. You're not even allowed to fucking play games, bro. Stop. Just blend in, stupid ass. And so as I'm playing, I see the homegirl walk past. I'm like, hey, what's up? What are you guys doing here? She's like, oh, we came over here. We're just chilling. She was like, hey, we think we're going to ride back with you. These fools are aggressive. And I said, no. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ricky's like, whooping, you want to go back? And it's the pretty homegirl. I was like, where's your sister at? She's like, oh, she's fucking with a couple other dudes right now. I said, couple? Damn, man. I said, hey, what's up, right? So Ricky goes mobbing over there to get her because he was like, oh, we're going to go. We're going to get a motel. But at this point, there is no motel in our future because I'm not using my money for a motel. And Rick barely got anything left. Hell no, right? So we go over there. we send her sister, go get your, and Ricky's walking over there, right? So he extracts her from the group. Them dudes are all fucking faded. They're at the little bar spot, right? In the casino. So we bring her to like, hey, I said, let's dip. We don't want no issues. Let's dip. So she's like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And I said, she was like, man, I was kicking with them dudes, but they were being a little. I said, well, your sister already told me I don't need to hear the abbreviated story, right? Let's just go, or the extended story. So let's go. I don't want to watch that movie. Let's go. And you owe me like 2 months for that because I know you were willing to give 2 to them. I already did. Oh no. Well, go rinse your mouth up before we go. You know what I'm saying? Because I needed something for the ride home. So as we come out to the car, right? Ricky is nowhere to be seen. I'm with the 2 chicks. I'm thinking Ricky's right behind me. And all of a sudden I turn and it's like, whooping! Man, these dudes are blackouting the shit out of Ricky. They're smashing them. The homegirls are screaming. I give them the keys, take off to the car, right? I go running in. I throw a couple punches. I'm trying to drag Ricky off. Security's coming. A bunch of Native Americans with long hair and bow ties. I'm like, oh, man, let's go, right? We're trying to take off running out of the casino like we're not on camera and nothing happened, right? Man, I see the homegirls. They hit the car, and I just see them leave out of the parking lot. Whooping! Right? We're running down the street. We get tackled, man. Hey, we got snatched up and went to the county jail. We went to the county jail. And let me tell you something about going to the, and we fought homeboys. But this was way back before red on red was an issue and all that, right? So we go into the county jail. We call my tia. We get booked. We get out the next morning. We get out, right? Boom. We get picked up. My tia's like, what the fuck do you guys do? See, this is why, oh shit, you guys got money? Because when they come out, they give you a little bag with money. My dad's like, I need gas money. Give me 300. What? It fucking costs a lot for me to get up, avoid my whole shit was getting licked right here. I need money. So my dad's like, what you stupid asses do? I said, we fought in the casino. Oh, that's you're going to prison for fighting in the casino. I said, nah, Ricky was getting jumped. I was just basically like trying to pull people off. Oh, my son, say every time you take him, he gets beat up. Ricky's like, whoop him, Mom. I was dealing with them. I was fighting 6 dudes and I fucked them all up. And I even have a drink of their Corona, right? Get your ass in the car. So I went to the homegirls the next day. They're kicking back at one of my homegirls' house partying with my whip parked right there. Just cruising my whip around. You know what I'm saying? Got fucking Madera juice all over it. And I remember going to the party and they're like, oh shit. I'm like, whoopin', why'd you guys leave us? Oh, because we already knew you guys were done. I said, man. So let me tell you what happens. About 3 days later, I get a phone call. It's my homeboy from my neighborhood, the one that fell off, right? And I'm super duper active, like all gangster, right? So I'm like, hey, what's up, fool? You know what I mean? I ain't trying to fuck with you. He's like, hey, bro, it's my old lady. Hey, look, this is what happened. That's when he tells me the story of how she fucking made him drop out. I was like, damn, she's scandalous, right? He was like, hey, my prima is going to deal with that, bro. So, hey, you just got to get her to this spot. I said, oh, bro, I don't want to be an accomplice to that. He said, nah. She's going to talk to her. So I call Rick, right? I'm like, hey, remember the chicks they did is dirty? He's like, whoop, that was fucked up. Wait up, don't say it too loud. Fucking she lives right here eating corn dogs and get me out. Fucking she's playing with my balls. I said, listen, we're going to give this chick a ride up to Fresno to her, to the homeboy's prima's house. And we're going to see how it turns out, right? So I tell her and her sister, because I can't just take one because the other one, they're like always together. So I call him, I'm like, hey, your ex fool, his prima, they're having like a baby shower. And he said, hey, fucking, you at least got to go take the kids over there or whatever, right? She was like, I don't got the kids. My mom got some all weekend. Yeah, your mom got some all year. Man, I already know because you're out here partying every night. So I was like, hey, we're going to roll. You want to roll? And she was like, I don't know. This might be a setup. You think, right? So I'm like, let's go. So we end up going. Let me tell you how fucking small this world is, right? We get there to the spot. The prima comes rushing out. She's like, what's up, bitch? You left my fucking primo. You did him dirty like that. She's looking at me like, why you do me like this? Because she's like a girly girl. She's not gangster, right? The one that I brought there. But her sister, the little short fat one is. And she's like, hey, bitch, back up off my sister. It's not like that. He's not there for his kids. She's like, where's your kids at right now? I told you to bring the baby. See, you're scandalous. And I said, look, I said, look, they're with their mom. Shut the fuck up. Okay. All right. Shit. Do your ass thing. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Go ahead. Do your thing. Ricky's like, well, but I'll do my thing. I said, no, Ricky, they're women. When Ricky talked like, oh, do my thing, 3 dudes came from the back. Guess who they were? 3 of them vatos from Madera. They rushed us and did their thing. I can't win, man. They end up being like everybody was related. I was like, man, the only thing that good came out of the whole story was I won a little bit of money at the casino that I had to forward to my tia for a fucking ride from Madera to Merced. It was just all bad. Anyways, man, if you guys enjoy these stories, the Super Norteños, let me know by hitting a 1. We're going to continue to rock. You guys already know what it is. I know there's a gang of my wood partners right now, brother, that want a super wood. Well, guess what? here's a little fucking here's a little glimpse into what's gonna happen today. You're gonna get a wood story, brother, but it's not gonna be the type of wood story you guys are gonna enjoy. Or are you? One never knows, does one? This video is sponsored by Water Liquors out there in Charlotte, California. They have the iciest, coldest brew in the valley, man. If you want some, pop in, say what's up to Lali, the owner of the establishment, and get you some cold to drink. That cool, refreshing drink. Bang, bang.